Well, hello everyone. Thank you to the person that sent this in. This is a New Ager talking about the very agenda we've been exposing for many years here on RSE. In its infancy, I used to call it Satan versus Lucifer, but ultimately what we're talking about here has progressed through time, speaking about the dark versus the false light. And then more in recent times, the New World Order versus the New Age. I think that defines it even better. Or the New Order of the Ages. You can see here straight from the horse's mouth that the New Age movement is talking about the elite, which we see the elite demonized, as we've been saying before on the main channel, the elite being demonized, the New World Order elite being demonized, whilst this New Age of false peace, false love, the false Christ begins to be promoted. And that's what they're doing here in the New Age movement. I don't know if you can hear this very well. It's not coming out very loud.
And then, what else do we need to know moving forward, right, into 2021? We took an in-depth look at the different agendas that are at play, which was pretty intense, and really kind of how timelines work and how agendas work as well. And we've got, the dark side, the elite agenda, and then we've got the higher agenda, right,
So we've got the dark side, as she said, we've got the dark side, we've got the elite agenda, and then we've got the higher side.
Consciousness.
The higher consciousness, which is what Aleister Crowley used to promote, the higher consciousness. And that is the epitome of the New Age agenda.
One of the things that really stood out to me was, no matter what path we take, the end timeline is that the light has won. And I know that a lot of channelers and light workers and even a lot of you have said this throughout the years, which is the light's already won. And yes, I agree with that. But we also have to be realistic and say, sure, so the future timeline is aligned to the highest intention, the highest vibration. But how do we get there? And how can we...
You see how, the light has already won. This is the Gnosticism. This is the false light. And it counterfeits Christ, because we know Christ is the true light of life and has already won. But this is the great deception we're seeing here, folks. Ultimately, it's all working together. It's a Hegelian dialect. It's part of the same team. It's the same problem, which is why I used to call it Satan versus Lucifer, although that's not strictly, the best way to describe it. But just to put that point across, that it's the two pillars, it's a false battle between dark and light, but ultimately it's all dark because the light is a false light. It's the New Age illumination. This is what it's all really about. Remember, we've seen in the past that people almost say, well, the elite have abused this occult information, they've abused this stuff, but we need to harness it for ourselves to reach a higher state of consciousness and to ascend into the fifth dimension or whatever they claim they're going to do. And so that's part of the deception, is that the elite have abused this for their own evil ends, and we now need to harness this system of occult to make good of it. And it's just but ultimately it's all from Babylon. And this is why I believe that they had people exposing the Illuminati in the wrong way to begin with. People like David Icke, who is a New Ager. He's a prime example, someone like David Icke, of that theosophical agenda of externalization of the hierarchy, only to lead to a false light at the end of it. And that's what's happening. See, we need it when we are exposing it. We need to do it biblically. We need to lead to the true light, which is Jesus Christ, and expose this Hegelian dialectic problem, reaction, solution. That's what they're using. The problem is the elite. The reaction is a revolution. The solution, I guess, would be the Antichrist. or the New Age. So that's what's going on, and I see this all permeating across so many truthers, so-called truthers, on the internet, and friends that I've known for years that unfortunately are still trapped in that way of thinking. Is that they think that, you know, Q or this New Age is going to destroy the works of the elite, that this big change is coming, this big new world, in that other sense, a false light. It is witchcraft, light versus darkness, that fools a lot of people. The Hegelian dialectic just fools a lot of people. They think, well, as long as it's good versus evil and good prevails, then, you know, that's all right. But it's not, because it's a false light, as we've said for many years. So, just thought I'd share this with you today. Thank you to the person that sent it in. And take care of yourselves. Do not be deceived in this time of great deception. I truly believe this is the last hurdle for people to get into their minds that this is what's going on. And I think once you kind of realise this element of the deception, I think you're in a much safer place. God bless you. Thank you.